I feel like it's kind of rare that we get 3 similar Lego sets of the same relatively new IP. Star Wars has been around for a long time, but Grogu has not. He stole the hearts of many, including myself, which is why I have all 3 versions of Lego Baby Grogu. For this video, I'm going to be rating and reviewing the new one and then comparing it to all of the old versions. Let's get into it. Skill 7 out of 10. Grogu is relatively easy. He does have a little bit of technical to him to be able to make this happen, but relatively easy. The Pram is definitely more difficult, which bumps up the score. Aesthetics 9 out of 10. This looks fantastic, but it has stickers, and I really hate stickers. Durability 7 out of 10. Grogu does lock into here, but it's kind of easy for him to get knocked off, as you just saw. If you shake this from right down here, the whole top will pop off. But if I were to take Grogu out and then try to shake this, sturdy. If I shake Grogu on his own, sturdy, but like little pieces can pop off. So minor handling, it's okay. Value 5 out of 10. This costs $9.99.99. There are 1,048 pieces, which means that the price per brick is 9 cents. Usually it's between 6 and 12. If it's above 12, it's just astronomically high. So middle of road score. Time 7 out of 10. It took me 2.5 hours, which is good, but not fantastic. Overall, this is an A tier. This is a good build, but the stickers and some certain little things kind of bumped it down for me. Bags 1 through 4 are building Grogu and the Sorgian frog. We will touch on the frogs in a second because it's wild. Bags 5 through 11 are building the hover pram. I really like the way these bags are separated. It makes the sort process pretty quick and gives you little easy breaks. It's a new thing Lego is doing. Even some sets from 2023 are not separated this way. So if you try other Lego sets included in the comparison, you'll probably notice there's less bags for a similar amount of pieces. It's dumb, but it's something I really appreciate as someone who builds a lot and has a small table. Showing you just like a little thing. I'm really trying to focus on this set instead of the others because we'll get to it later, but this is an upgrade from the Child. The wheels in the back that let you do this aren't the most aesthetically pleasing, but the way the arms move make it 100% worth it. The way I'd imagine the set to be displayed, most people are going to have no idea those wheels are there, so I gave it a pass. Alright, I promised I would explain the frog. I believe it starts at the end of season 2. We see Grogu attempt to eat frog. He also loves eating raw frog eggs right in front of the frog that just laid them. It's gross, he's cute, but not like someone you'd want to take to dinner because gross. The internal technique part to build the arms to be able to do this was relatively easy but fun. I literally cannot overstate this. This is fun and really cool. For being able to put this out, because this is a little bit more of a display piece, it is so cool that I could stop the arms wherever I want. Like, it's not stuck to any type of clicking down. You can see how smooth this moves. But if I stop, like there's nothing. I don't know if that makes sense. You get what I mean. I also love the idea with this that if I want to add the frog in to his hand, I can very easily do that. I could pull this out pretty easy. If I want to give him, I think this is supposed to be an egg. If I want to give him an egg, like I can do that. It's really cool for display. The coat and the whole build feels very stylized Lego, which is a style I really like. That's where you can see these like stud-like pieces on the build, but not all over, which I prefer. Little thing I realized in editing is that this is actually a rare set that you could totally build with someone else. I said the same thing about the Lego Love. The L and V were in a separate booklet from the O and E, but this one, the Pram and Grogu was in separate booklets, and you really don't need one to be done to work on the other. So if you have a friend or spouse who loves Star Wars but isn't super experienced with Lego, do this set with them. Unless they don't like Grogu, but like, look at him, he's so cute. I don't know, he just looks really adorable, that face. You can move his little ears. Oh, okay, he's sad. He's giving you puppy eyes. He's alert. Like, my heart. That's actually like a bit of a pink flag if they don't like him. I'm not gonna say red flag because I have seen him eat frogs one too many times. Since Grogu is a baby, aesthetically it makes sense that he has a little pram. He's tiny, like could you imagine him walking all around everywhere? It's not feasible at all. I'd imagine it also makes it easier on the production too. Because he's little, the pram also serves as protection for him as well. The pram is a spot we see Grogu in often, if not most of the time, so I'm really glad that they chose to include it in this set. Also, this build uses a lot of fun build techniques, so I really appreciate its inclusion. My only real gripe with this set is that I think it's far too expensive to have stickers. It takes me so long to attempt to place stickers well, which you have to think you're watching 2.5 hours of footage in under 3 minutes. These pauses it takes for me to get the stickers on right are incredibly annoying. The Mona Lisa I just reviewed could have used stickers for the eyes, and it's the exact same price, $9.99, and the Mona Lisa is actually actually an older set than this one. And also, you tell me in the comments that they're annoying, so I know it's not just me. At least on this one, it's very aesthetically pleasing, so I wouldn't count this as a deterrent from buying the set, because at the end of the day, like, it is super cool, and if you're a fan, you will love this set. I spent a lot of time thinking about, do we do like the ratings of the set so you can get a good idea of them, or do I talk about them first so that way the ratings make sense? And I kind of landed on talking about it first, then doing the ratings, so let's do that. First up, we're doing the Child and Mandalorian Brickheadz. I don't have 3 hands, so I'm just holding the part that's relevant, and then Grogu and the Hover Pram. There's no better comparison than these two because they're pretty similar. The way that the side piece here is done on the Brickhead makes me feel like we did not need to use a sticker here, because this is a very similar size to this, weirdly enough. So we could have just done it with Legos, which makes me kind of mad because I really hate this sticker. I can't overstate that. I hate stickers. The sun shield part on the back of the Brickheadz is slightly better because there's no gap like there is here, but I don't really know how we would have done this on this set without a gap, so kind of take that one with a little bit of like grain of salt, a little bit of a pass. But I do like how this is completely shielded in the back. I like that with this one you have stuff in the hands, and this one you don't really. I feel like there maybe was a way to do it with the Brickheadz. Actually, I just had the perfect actually I have exactly what they should have done with this. I wish we'd gotten like a little frog piece on a stick that could have gone in his hands, because he loves his little frogs. That would have worked perfectly for the set and made it look a little bit cuter. I love with this one that we have stuff that we can put in his hands. Obviously, because this is scaled down, we lose a ton of detail, and Grogu does not look nearly as cute in here. I think Grogu looks a lot cuter here. We got a lot more dimension to this. Obviously, like when you're buying this, you have to expect that, but when we're comparing the two side by side, I love that there's so much detail in this, because the pram is a really cool thing, and you lose that in this. I also love the dimension we get down here, and then up here, this is probably my favorite part of the build to do. For the pram, I know it's kind of a weird part, but it just was a lot of fun to put together. The Child versus the Child and Mandalorian Brickheadz. Ignore this fell one time, and I've never been able to find this missing piece, so if you notice it, just ignore it. This one was actually released first, and it made this one have criticisms for being released without the pram, which is why I think we got this set that we have now. This is scaled down, so again, not as cute. Like this has an incredibly detailed face that is incredibly cute, and it's a lot cuter than this guy's Lego face, because there's like 5 pieces on it. This is kind of a hard comparison because they were so different. This one was a lot easier and a lot less expensive, and this one was more of a challenging build if you wanted to do something bigger. Finally, the part that I'm most excited about, Grogu and the Hover Pram versus the Child. When I came up for the whole concept of this video, this is really what I wanted to talk about. You don't know this, but this was the first Lego set I built as an adult, and it was for this channel. I started off doing live streams, and this sent me down a whole path of building Legos and a whole obsession that I've never been able to shake. I have a lot of sentimental nostalgia for this set because this sent me down like this whole path, and here I am today. So to see it kind of re-released with the things that people wanted from this set, I knew I had to talk about it. The difference between these two sets is kind of insane. This set and this set are almost the same amount of pieces. This set only having 25 more. Technically, because I knocked off some pieces and I haven't found it, it's a little bit less than that. When I was talking earlier about how they've separated things out into more bags and how I think that's good, this set has 8 bags, this one has 11, and this has technically less pieces. I'm really happy with the way that they're doing that now, because it definitely felt overwhelming with this set. And these are pretty direct comparisons, so I can officially say that. Something I didn't like with this one is that the OG display sign was a sticker, and then I have a giant wrinkle in the middle of it, and I won't show you it because it looks honestly terrible. And I like with this one that it finally was a piece, but this one still has a ton of stickers, so I can't escape it. I think the OG looks more impressive, but I think this is more aesthetically pleasing. Like this looks like a lot of, something that is really cool with this one is that I think the ears move a little bit better, and you can definitely position the head a lot better on this set than the new one. From a design standpoint, the hands on this one just look better than the hands on this one, even though this one has more of a functional purpose. This one is more of a complicated and satisfying build because when you finally finish it, it looks impressive, but like this one is so cute, and I'm so excited to have this sitting out. If you like the builds that look like it's built out of Lego, you'll love this, but if you like the ones that are kind of stylized Lego, you'll like this one. Now onto the rankings. Skill 2 out of 10. Brickheads are incredibly easy and don't usually have any complicated build techniques. This one is easy. The Mandalorian slightly harder. If I ranked both of them together, it would be a 3 out of 10. Aesthetics, 7 out of 10. It's cute, but like nothing special. Durability, 8 out of 10. I'm gonna do it. Let's change that. It's a 10 out of 10. I literally wrote on my notes that it's durable but not invincible. That's pretty damn good. Value, 9 out of 10. I kind of struggled with this part because I was like, do I do it off of what Brick Economy says it's worth and like how much it's selling for now, or do I do it off of retail? I decided to go simple and go with retail. This cost $19.99 and was 295 pieces, which puts the price per brick at 6 cents, which is incredible. Time, 9 out of 10. This took me about 17 minutes, which is pretty dang good, and I'm happy with it. Overall B tier, I kind of struggled. I was like, should this be A or B? But ultimately I landed in B because I really feel like aesthetically it's nothing special. Skill, 8 out of 10. This is not beginner friendly. I would know. Aesthetics, 9 out of 10. It's cute, but it's not personally my favorite style, but you can tell a lot of thought went into the design of this, so I'm gonna give it a higher score. Durability, 8 out of 10. I'm not drop testing this. I'm already missing a part of it, but it has knocked off of the counter a few times without anything breaking before it finally popped off a piece that I can't find, so value, 7 out of 10. I struggled to do the value on this one. I kind of did it off of retail price again, but this one actually retails unopened for less than what I bought it for, which is kind of rare for a Lego set. This originally retailed for $89.99. It has 1,073 pieces, which makes the price per brick 8 cents, which is decent. Time, blank out of 10. I don't know how long this took me. I was doing live streams. I get cut out multiple times. We had a challenge going on in the middle of it, and I was giggle-haggling with a friend. So overall, A tier. I kind of struggled with this one. I don't think it belongs in the same tier as this, and I think it's better, but ultimately I kind of did decide I think it belongs in the same tier as this set. I think a lot of the reasons why I didn't like this one would be exactly why someone would like this one. Besides the stickers, I think the other one was like slightly more enjoyable, but I think that would just be kind of more up to the individual. But I do have a special place in my heart for this set because it started me on my journey, you know? I do want to say thank you guys so much for choosing to watch my channel out of all the channels on YouTube. Subscribe to see more content, and I will see you next time. Also, I did take my friend's suggestion. Instead of saying price per brick, I'm also putting in the price in pieces. So you guys can check my math because I'm not good at math. But anyways, I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much.